Well, howdy. Nearly Senior Citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this, another brand new day. Where in my bracelet is where? Here it is. Yay! See, I forgot it, but I've remembered. On the daily status report, weather report, and plague rat report. What status report? Where did that come from? On the daily weather report and all that, it was raining pretty hard yesterday. On and off all day. It doesn't appear to be raining right now. It might be raining later. I have a mosquito bite on my arm. There's a lot of mosquitoes that have been flying around because of the weather, and the season. And I just realized I'm scratching my arm because I got a little bite right there. I've been smacking mosquitoes as much as I can because, they're evil. So they're not evil, of course. They're just doing what they got to do, but I don't want parasites injected into my body because that happens. Yay. Still though, it's not like I'm hopefully going to get malaria. I mean, hopefully I won't. That's the way I meant it, but you never know. There's microorganisms falling out of the sky at all times. And people have gotten diseases from other continents with no contact by the jet streaming of the microorganisms, and then they just fall out of the sky. So, isn't that special? Also, good morning. I saw a thing on a video this morning. Oh, this is going to be tough to not play with. This is going to be rough. Where they were talking about why Tumblr is so good and how you'll have posts about how, a full rant on something that's grammatically correct and all this, but just factually wrong. And it was some 14-year-old girl who got half a fact and just ran with it. And then you'll have statements like, the toads must go to toad prison to pay for their horrible goblin crimes. And that was written by a 34-year-old amphibian PhD holder. So, thumbs up. I've gotten some things written down on my list here, and I just wanted to talk about them, because I wanted to talk about them. Plus, I also have therapy today, so in a rush, of course. Hey, it's important to do. It's really important. So, thumbs up on that. But another thing that made me laugh while I was watching one of these, we read posts from other things and then react to them as we read them. Somebody had posted Naruto would be really short if they had guns. To which I immediately thought, someone's going to post about this. And then they did. The next reaction was, why would owning guns affect everyone's height? And so the response to that one was, I swear everyone on Tumblr is just stoned. So, thumbs up on that. And it made me laugh, because I could tell what was happening, and then it did. So, cool. Naruto would be short if he had a gun. He'd lose about 1.5 feet of height if he had a gun. Thumbs up for that. And a couple days ago, I had ordered some new supplies for my sleep apnea machine. I was down to one mask, one tube, and it was the one I was wearing and the one in the tube that connected me. A lot of the time I wake up because I have to keep turning on and off my machine because it's just the connection isn't good, and it's been going out against the edge of the mask, and that halfway wakes me up. I have to turn on, turn off, reset it. So I ordered a new mask, 2 new masks, 2 new tubes, and they said it could take a couple weeks considering everything that's happening, so be prepared. Amazingly, it only took a couple days. Package showed up yesterday, so I went and swapped out the mask and the tube last night, because the tube is just, it has been the tube of the devil. It has been any position, there is some way that because of the way it was packaged, it is hideous and horrendous. If I'm just sitting on the edge of my bed and I've got the mask on. It was bent in the package in such a way that the tube loops around your foot, my foot, so that if I move it without thinking, it's going to knock the whole thing onto the floor. And lying down, every position I have to take it and reposition it specifically, because there's a way that'll like lay across my face or across my neck and hug, and it's just been horrific. So I swapped the tube and the mask last night after all this time. My God, I slept well. I didn't have to keep waking up and turning over turning over and then turning on and off the machine so that it wouldn't be blasting air out the sides. I fell asleep and I stayed asleep until I woke up, because it was time to wake up. And that was nice. It was really, really nice. So the mask didn't start off that way, but through age and use, there's fatigue of materials, and so they've just gone downhill. Thumbs up for that. So I've got the new filters in, I've got a new tube, I've got a new mask, and I slept well. And it was nice. Now the thing, of course, because I had changed the filter moderately recently, and with the new tube and mask, I breathed well with little to no wheeze. But within 2 minutes of being up, I sounded like an accordion with each breath. And my head was just stuffed with mucus from my sinuses, and my throat was just wanting to hack and hack and hack. So breathing nice filtered air that gets the pollen and stuff out is nice until it comes off. I mean, I've got a cannabis cough because I smoke cannabis, and it does some damage to your lungs. So joy. I mean, so even without pollen, I'm going to have a slight wheeze no matter what. So thumbs up on that. But it was nice, and it's just, seasonal allergies. Also, there's 2 video games I sort of want to talk about, because I tried playing one as a Let's Play a couple years back, and I've got 3 games in the series on it. And then it's the Danganronpa series. And then, of course, there's The Last of Us. I can't play The Last of Us, and I can't play the Danganronpa series anymore. And it's not because of the gameplay, and it's not because of the games, because the games are great. They are awesome. They're incredible. Even the Danganronpa stuff is amazing. Now, it's spoilers if you don't know, but apparently the whole story behind it always bothered me. It's like, well, why, if this thing took over, human beings, we would swarm that place. There's no way that people would be trapped in there, and people know it, and not be swarmed in. But as it turns out, it's just, it's a game show for people to watch people slaughter each other on television. And the Danganronpa teddy bear thing isn't an evil overlord that's taken over. It's the game show host, and that's so frickin' stupid I can't stand it. So, to me, it is stupid and horrific, and I can't bend my hand around parts of it, and other parts I don't want to. So for me, the game's ruined. Just because of the premise. I don't like them. Great games, that's fine. Personal preferences. Just because I don't like something doesn't mean it's bad. That just means I don't like something. And I'm one person out of, almost 8 billion in the world? So, what are my opinions on anything? Just sharing. But with The Last of Us and The Last of Us Remastered, purely because of the ending, I can't play it. I reject that ending so much. I understand it. I understand why and what and how. But that makes the main character of Joel such a bad person in my eyes, so irredeemable, so vile, so foul. I can't play it and be that character because I despise that character. I loathe that character. There is nothing in that character that I will ever find redeemable. So I can't play it. Thumbs up for that. Again, it's just a me thing, just my mind. There we go. What else do I have on my list? Oh, I had mentioned before how my system had become kind of really unstable, or booting up, it would crash when I was booting up into Windows, and then it would crash on the Windows screen, and then crash on the power on self-test, and I was like, and now it doesn't do that anymore. And amazingly, it seems to have coincided with Bethesda deciding to include Denuvo. Yeah, it's Denuvo's anti-cheat, which is a kernel level thing, so it runs at system level. And one of the main problems with something like that is system instability. Because of the huge outcry, they took out the Denuvo anti-cheat. My system has not crashed while booting since. So, yeah. Thumbs up for that, huh? I mean, it's probably going to come up with some issue on its own, but at least that part's figured out. What else do I have really quickly here? Oh yeah, just real fast. A status report on the bathroom spiders. I've had this one longy leg, fat little body spider. I mean, it's fat body, but it's small compared. And she's been up in one corner, but she transitioned over to this other corner on the other side just last night. I was like, oh, okay, I got to keep an eye on you. And then when I checked on her this morning, she'd moved into the bathroom stall. So I'm going to have to move her. And, well, if she's still there. She's in another position, that's fine. I just don't want her in the shower stall because, number one, I'd have to get her out. And number two, I once had a wolf spider that was up on the top and then went wandering and fell into the shower while I was taking a shower. So that was exciting. Thumbs up. Past that though. Oh, and while I was in a certain sitting position whilst in the bathroom, I had the position to look down and see sort of underneath the counter that there's the mirror, the sink, cupboard, space underneath, and right down there, just sort of between the wall and the bathroom mat, I noticed there is a little black-bodied spider, and it was one of those, the fat body with the legs that are only as big as the body spider, dangling upside down in her web down near the floor. And I was like, oh, you silly little goose. Because that's not a good place to be if you're a spider, because spiders, they really don't like us, in that they don't like us because we're threatening and we're dangerous. They don't not like us because they're evil or anything like that. It's just we're dangerous. And the senses on spiders are so incredible that if you had a spider big enough that it could straddle the entirety of the United States from ocean to ocean with its body actually up and touching the edge of our atmosphere, their senses are so strong that that spider straddling that far could detect a movement of it's either 1 centimeter or 1 millimeter? Some insane amount of detection on these things. So because their senses of threat and feeling like that are so powerful, they don't like us. On the other hand, of course, they do like us, because common house spiders are, if you put a common house spider outside going, go out into the wild, you're just basically killing it. They need to stay inside houses. They're house spiders now. They've evolved to live inside of houses, these ones. Just house spiders, not all spiders, of course. But house spiders, they live in people's houses, around people. So, how about that? And I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments in my community tab, and I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people for having left me a comment. I'm not reading the comments right now. I'm just thanking you for having left one. Good, bad, or indifferent. Thank you very much. If I mispronounce a username, no disrespect is intended. I'm an American English speaker. We're just not good at that. And even though I count an American Sign Language on the fingers of this hand with my depression, fibro, and more, sometimes I can remember. I'm sometimes amazed that I can remember anything at all. Sometimes I'm amazed I can speak halfway proper English. Excuse me. Riley Fernandez, greatly appreciated. Monique Solo, thumbs up. Aaron S, thumbs up, and thank you very, very much. And we have Lost It Dream, thumbs up. Kira Lemongrab, good to see you in the comments. We have Jordan Helfrich, thumbs up and thank you. BR Sneaky, greatly appreciated. Kathy Kisscat, thumbs up and thank you. And just remember, my opinion is only my opinion. I'm just one person out of 8 billion. Confused Owl 29, thank you very, very much, and good to see you in the comments. And that's wrong. That was no, that's 9. So 10 is Cordless, thumbs up and thank you. Russian Timing, always good to see you in the comments. Thumbs up and thank you. Christopher Thomas, greatly appreciated. Zero Cool, thumbs up. We have ASTN Returns, greatly appreciated. Just Jacob, thumbs up and thank you. Sam Porter, greatly appreciated. I Bleed Tea. Well, that's okay. CYTHZ, greatly appreciated. Gabrielle Tapia, Tapia, thumbs up and thank you. Colin Reisenauer, greatly appreciated. We have Cesara Alejandro Bustos Hernandez. I'm nowhere close, but thank you very, very much. Sebastian Ferris, greatly appreciated. Jane Ninja 06, thumbs up. O'Hare Airbruh, thank you very much. And Flora Mew, greatly appreciated. Each and every one of you. You get me out of my head, into the world, dealing with real people. Thank you all so much. Each and every one of you. You are beautiful and wonderful people. And if you could check out my various links down below, I have Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com. If you could donate to my GoFundMe campaign or become a Patreon.com patron like one of these beautiful and awesome people, that would be beautiful and awesome. If you wanted to help me out but you didn't want to send money to one of those two places, I have a PayPal link down below. If you could check that out, that would be cool. And if you wanted to help me out without sending money, I have an Amazon wish list link as well, with things like cat food, hamster bedding, silly things, not silly things. If you could check that out, that would be awesome. Do not feel obligated. I do not feel entitled. And if you cannot donate, or you simply do not donate, I take all good wishes and I deposit them in the bank of my heart, where I draw interest. So thank you very, very much. If you could toss me a like, I do appreciate all the positive validation I get for my existence. Definite thumbs up. And of course, if you could subscribe to the channel and hit that bell, that would be very cool. Greatly appreciated. I would understand if you did not wish to, but if you are done with it, I will do my best to keep you entertained from now until the literal end of time. Thumbs up on that. So this is almost, well, it's not almost healed up, but it hurts a lot less. So, I don't play with it because it doesn't hurt anymore. Well, I mean, it still hurts, but I can rest my arm right here with this part on the arm of my chair for a little while before it hurts too much. Definitely a thumbs up. Oh, this is going to be a killer. I just want to scratch and scratch this one. Mosquitoes. So, I've got this video, I've got another video I just need to edit and render. I got that video from a game channel I gotta finally get done and uploaded. But I have therapy today, and that always puts me in a rush, so we'll see what happens. So, you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, my friend, and that is a very good thing. Thank you all so very, very much. It is greatly, greatly appreciated. So, take care. And remember, what is it? 1312.